Oh no.
And that brother Cabal said he at the plantation.
He text you that.
Yeah, I hit him up and shit.
So you know he gonna be dropping the scriptures in there.
Kind we good. Sound good.
All right. Shalom. You know, first off, when you walk praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh.
Yahweh, Hashem,
Yahweh
Shai, Hashem, HaKadosh.
Give honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to the Achion and to the elect that are scattered across the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth out in faith and sincerity. We're the brothers from the GMS Youth Camp. We're here to get a quick lesson in, you know, basically entitled "Woe unto us that we preach not the gospel," right? Because, you know, being woken up to this truth, you have been, you know, given a purpose and been given a duty, right? And you have to fulfill your life, right? You haven't been given this truth just to sit upon it, you know, just to sit in the house and watch videos, you know. I mean, everybody not going to be a prophet, don't get me wrong, but the ones who are, the prophets are supposed to prophesy, right? We're prophets basically meant to say before, so we're supposed to prophesy that things come into the earth. We're supposed to warn the people from the Most High, Yahweh, and His Son, Yahweh Shai, right? To get that blood off our hands, you know. This is our whole duty, right? So, if brother ain't got nothing, we can start at that 1 Corinthians 9:16.
Kind of, I snag it. It's 1 Corinthians 9:16. It says, "For though I preach the gospel, I have nothing to glory of, for necessity is laid upon me. Yeah, woe is unto me if I preach not the gospel."
All right, he said, necessity is laid upon me. Woe is unto me if I preach not the gospel. Right? So woe means destruction, right? Death and destruction. You know? But Paul was saying, hey, he gotta do this. So if he's not doing this, then, hey, he might as well be dead. You know? That's the same mentality that we have to have, you know, as men of the Lord. Right? Because hey, without this truth, it's like what else is there to do? What are we gonna do if we don't got this truth? Like, what is there to do in the world? It's like everything, right? Everything else is vanity. It's like, bro, everything gonna come to an end. All this shit's gonna be destroyed, right? If we go back to the world, bro, we know that all that shit really is just temporary, bro. It's like nothing. But how the scripture said, we focus on the things that are not seen. Right, we trying to get the kingdom. We got our mind set upon heavenly things. Now, that's what we focus on. So the scripture said, "One for us to be preaching out the gospel." Right. This is, like I said earlier, this is our duty. This is what we've been called to do. It's like the Most High told Jeremiah in the first chapter. He said he ordained him to be a prophet, right, to the nations. And it's the same thing with us, right? So that's what we got to do. Prophesy to the nations, because the scripture say in Matthew 24 that hey, once this word go out, hey, to the four corners of the earth, hey, this shit over with. Said, yeah, God said, then the end shall come. You know? Yeah.
If I can add real quick up, so like you was finished?
Nah, you got it.
Now, if I can add real quick, hey, think about Moses when the Most High told Moses go prophesy to Pharaoh. Moses, he was like, nah, you know, I ain't eloquent in my speech. And what happened after that? It pissed the Most High off, you know. You see, the Most High anger was kindled against Moses, as it says, man. Just like Jeremiah, he was trying to make the excuse saying, "I can't. I'm young." The Most High was like, "Say not that you young. Go, go do the work, man." You know, the same thing for us, man. We have to do the work. Hey, we was given this gift. The Lord expects us to do something with this gift, man. You know, we ain't supposed to hide it or sit on it. No, we put, hey, like the brother just said, when this gospel go to the four corners, then the end shall come. Well, if we don't prophesy and speak the word, then what? The elect ain't gonna hear the word. The elect ain't gonna get woken up. You see? So this is a heavy task that the Lord have laid upon us, man. Hey, perfect example, Yahweh Shai. He didn't hold nothing back. You know, like they were in Dallas, Yatzazak be saying Yahweh Shai, he had 3 years to change the world. He ain't had no time to waste, man. Likewise for us, you know.
Y'all right. If I can add, bro, what the scriptures say, if we was not to cry out, the Most High make the rocks, You know what I'm saying? The rocks should start prophesying. So you're right. We have an obligation. We have to do this, you know? That's all we're here for. We're basically, like, to add on to the brother's point, you know, the Most High say he will raise up rocks and they will prophesy, man. So if we don't do it, somebody is going to prophesy, you know?
Right. Right.
You got something, Crowbar?
Kind of got a quick one. This Revelation 2:5, it says, remember therefore from whence thou art fallen, and repent and do the first works. Man, this the go and prophesy, speaking this word is the works you're supposed to do. You see? It says, or else, so if you don't do it, it says, or else I will come unto thee quickly. Going back to that point with Yahweh Shai, he ain't had no time to waste. We don't have time to waste. Didn't he already say, lo, I come quickly? You see, to give every man his reward according to his work shall be. You know, so he coming quick, you know. And it says, especially 9 times when we don't know when shit gonna hit the fan. You know, it could be any day now, man. But getting to the point, it says, remember therefore from whence thou art fallen, and repent and do the first works, or else I will come unto thee quickly and will remove thy candlestick out of his place, except thou repent, man. You see, so if we don't do the work that the Lord wants us to do, what he gonna do? Remove that candlestick. And what is that? The truth, man. He gonna take the faith from you, take the hope from you. You see, you know, the understanding. You ain't gonna better wake up in the morning and first thing on your mind is this truth. Let me check the YouTube, see what brothers and elders and put up, you know, what's the new news. No, your mind ain't gonna be on that no more, because the Lord gonna take the spirit from you, man. You see, and that's the lad. That's why it says, woe unto us if we preach not the gospel. Because if you take the spirit from you, then what? Now you got more demons than you had before, you worse off than before. And now it's nothing but the missiles waiting on you, man, or whatever trouble Jacob's trouble got to bring to you, man. So that's why I behoove all of us, speaking to myself first and foremost, to do the work of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. You know, brothers got it.
Right. Just like with Jonah, the Most High told Jonah, hey, go prophesy to Nineveh. You know?
Right.
It said Jonah, Jonah try to get the fuck up out of there, bro. It said he paid the fare. Hey, I'm out. All right, but then what happened? The Most High caused the water to start tripping. And everybody started panicking and shit. And basically the lot fell upon Jonah, like, hey man, this dude right here.
Right.
And so the Most High basically had to check Jonah.
Mm-hmm.
Because Jonah, he was in the belly of the fish 3 days, 3 nights. So he ain't had nothing but time to think. He couldn't go nowhere. So when he got up out of there, he was more than willing to go to prophesy.
Right.
So yeah, so it ain't no running from it. The Most High got his ways to make you do what he wants you to do. Right? Mm-hmm. That's why he called the Most High. But I got a scripture real quick and nobody got nothing. All right, you got Ezekiel 3:1. It says, moreover, he said unto me.
He must hit that X that you told him no hit.
Con shit. He'll be able to get back in, or you got
I'm about to invite him back in.
I just read the scripture real quick.
Con.
There's Ezekiel 3:1. It says, moreover, he said unto me, son of man, eat that thou findest, eat this roll, and go speak unto the house of Israel. So this is the Most High speaking to Ezekiel, right? Tell them to eat the roll, which is these scriptures. All right, so when you say eat, it's not actually speaking of taking a bite or something, right? But it's talking spiritually, right? Eating this truth, digesting this truth in your mind, right? And then go and teach. So this is the duty that's been laid upon us, right? It's like it was laid upon Ezekiel.
Right.
It says, I'll just jump down to verse 17. Son of man, Ezekiel 3:17, son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house. Therefore, hear the word of my mouth and give them warning from me. So we supposed to get this word, understand it, right? Then go warn our people from the things that are going to come. Warn the things, break down these scriptures, let them know what these scriptures are really talking about. Right? Let them know that, hey, it's going to be a Jacob's trouble, right? Let them know that, hey, the enemy is about to fall, right? You don't want to fall with him. right? The 2/3 gonna be destroyed. You know, letting them know all these things about the mark of the beast, which is the RFID microchip. You gotta warn them from these things. It says, "When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way, to save his life. The same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand." Now let's say you don't go out and prophesy and do your job. Right? The people that you don't reach, right? They're gonna perish, right? But the Most High said He gonna blame you for that. Their blood is gonna be on your hands, you know. But it says, "Yeah, if thou warn the wicked, and he from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy." So by doing what the Most High told you to do, you delivered your soul, right? Ain't no blood gonna be on your hands because you did your job. You did what you were supposed to do.
That's right.
Right. So like Paul said, "Woe unto us if we preach not, well, woe unto me." He said, "Woe unto me if I preach not the gospel." Right? Because this is all we got. Like, this is our way up out of here. Without this truth, hey, there's nothing. Like Yahweh said, he is the way, the truth, right, and the life.
Right.
Hey, it's the only way out. You got anything to say?
Kind of just to add, going back to what Paul said, he said, and necessity is laid upon him. This is a needful thing. This is not an option, you know. It ain't a choice or option. No, we was called to this truth to do a specific job, man. You know, so the necessity is laid upon us, just like, as the men of the Lord, and that's why the brother just brought up that account. If we don't do what we gotta do, not just our blood gonna be required, but also the ones we didn't warn, their blood gonna be on us too. So that's a worse judgment for all of us. And remember, Yahweh Shai said, "The one who knew his Lord's will and did not according to that will shall be beat with many stripes," man. You know, the Lord revealed a lot unto us. Hey, the milk is meat to the world, man. You see? And like it says, what that is in Sirach, more things are showed unto us than men understand. We're supposed to relay these things into our people, man, to warn them before that time. You know, I got a quick couple precepts real quick, God, in that Matthew 25.
You got it?
If you ain't got nothing kind just to back you up, because you said, hey, we have a job to do. If you do, you can get rewarded. If not, then you gonna have to be judged, man. But real quick, this Matthew 25 and 14. The brother back on. Let's see, hold on. All right, Con, you good out?
Con.
All right, Con. But this Matthew 25 and 14, it says, "For the kingdom of heaven is as a man traveling into a far country." And this man is Yahweh Shai. And that far country that he went to is sitting down on the right-hand side of the Most High. It says, "In traveling into a far country, who called his servants and delivered unto them his goods." Hey, just like the apostles back in the ancient world and the disciples was, hey, like Apostle Paul said, he teach men so men could teach other men. Well, now today we fall into that lot of those servants, man. We was given goods from the Lord, which is what? The truth, the understanding of the word. It says, "And unto one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another 1, to every man according to his several ability, and straightway took his journey. Then he that had received the 5 talents went and traded with the same." Man, shit, if y'all brothers got points, Baba Kashab, bring them out, you know. It says, "And made them other 5 talents. And likewise, he that received 2, he also gained other 2. But he that had received 1."
No, I just wanted to make a quick point if I can.
Come on, you got it.
Right. This is in Matthew 25 and 15. It says, "To every point to his several abilities." So he gave everybody, whatever they can handle. Right. So, right, it said according to their several abilities. So these men can handle that job. He didn't lay upon somebody something that they couldn't take care of, right? A task that they couldn't handle or that they couldn't perform. Because he knew this, right? That's why he gave them different, right? Because one can handle more than this one he can handle this, and he gonna do this, right? So it's the same way. We got our different gifts, and and things that we have been given from Most High.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got it, but you continue.
In other words, there's no excuse because whatever you give you fully, you feel me, capable of doing the work.
Right.
Right, right.
You know? And verse 18 it says, "But he that had received one went and digged in the earth and hid his Lord's money. And after a long time, the Lord of those servants cometh and reckoneth with them." And it's talking about the second coming of the Lord. He won't see what you done, you know. And it says, and so verse 20, and so he that had received 5 talents came and brought other 5 talents, saying, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 5 talents. Behold, I have gained besides them 5 talents more. So that man went preach his word. You see, preached the word and brought in more believers, brought in fruit. You see, brought in extra stones to add on to the temple, man. You know, so he did what he had to do. He brought in more believers to Yahweh, you know. Shalom to the daughter of Judah on the comment board, but it says, and his Lord said unto him, Well done, thou good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. And what's the few things, man? What, going out on the highways and hedges, right? Studying, you know, praying, fasting, being charitable. You see, the Lord put us, gave us a few things to do, man. It ain't hard. That's why it says, he said his laws ain't grievous. Well, it's technically laws that we was given. They're not grievous, man. You know, it says, Well done, thou good and faithful servants. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of the Lord. And that's enter into the chariot. Come up hither, right? You know, if we do what we have to do on earth, when it don't matter, these people opinions don't matter, bro. Pork chop eating, rednecks, you know. Come on, cigarette smoking. It don't. That's why Yahweh Shai said, "You shall be ashamed of me of this." Roughly paraphrasing, but whack ass generation, you know. Then shit, he gonna be ashamed of us. It ain't nothing to be ashamed of in the sight of these people, man. And if we do the little works, man, look what we gonna receive. Many things, man. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And it says, you got it.
It's over a few things. You know, like I said earlier, like everybody got their own lot. You don't got the lot of another brother, right? You have been given something that you can handle, so you're supposed to do your part, your job, right? You don't have to do everything, you know. So hey, you do your part. You do what the Most High have, you know, commanded you to do, right? You do it to the best of your ability, and hey, you did it, bro. Good. That's a few things.
Yep. That's right. That's right. It says, verse 22, he that also received 2 talents came and said, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 2 talents, and behold, I have gained 2 other talents besides them. His Lord said unto him, Well done, thou good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of the Lord. Now, this is the point. Going into the topic of the lesson. Woe unto us if we preach not the gospel. So we got the first examples. Them men did their work. You see, those men prophesied, brought fruit in. But let's read about this last one. It says, verse 24, Then he which had received the 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew thee that thou art an hard man, receiving where thou hast not sown and gather where thou hast not strawed. Lord, I knew you was coming back to bring judgment. Lord, I knew you weren't playing. You see, you know, I read the prophecy where it says your garments gonna be drenched in blood. You see, it says, and I was afraid and went and hid thy talent in the earth. Lo, there thou hast that is done. He was scared to do the work. He was scared to do the work. He ain't go prophesy. He ain't go warn the people like the brother Shamala went into earlier. So those other talents, fruit he could have brought in, now their blood will be on his hands. You see, so it said he hid the talent. In other words, he had the truth, but he kept it to himself. You know, he ain't break precepts down. He ain't going to the mistress. He ain't feed the sheep. In other words, remember, Yahweh Shai told Peter 3 times.
That's how that precept.
Now you got it. You got it.
You got to continue on, bro. You were going in.
Nah, shit. Bring out your precept, bro.
Okay, Con. It's John 21, and I'll start up at 14. You got it, bro. It says, "This is now the 3rd time that Yahweh shall shew himself to his disciples. After that he was risen from the dead." It says 15. "So when they had dined, Yahweh shall said unto Simon Peter, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me more than these? He said unto him, Yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He said unto him, Feed my lambs. 16, he said to him again the second time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? He said unto him, Yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He said unto him, Feed my sheep. 17, he said unto him the third time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? Peter was grieved because he said unto him the third time, Lovest thou me? And he said unto him, Lord, thou knowest all things. Thou knowest that I love these. Yahweh shall say unto him, Feed my sheep. You got it, bro.
In other words, it was well understood what was the task at hand. You see? It wasn't no doubt like that. What we supposed to do? No, it was well understood. We supposed to feed the sheep, feed the lamb, man. And is it actually? So remember, we're in captivity. Is that talking about go to the zoo and find you a sheep and a lamb? And no, that's talking about taking his word, like the brother went into Shemala with Ezekiel. He was supposed to eat the roll, right? So this is what we feed him, the roll, man. You know, the water. But this is back in Matthew 8. Y'all had anything else?
You could
Kind of. If I could just add, bro, it say he had one talent. Right here, one talent. Yahweh shall get the other men 5 talents. You know, 3. He had that one talent, and he didn't flip it like the rest of them brothers did. You know what I mean? Just something I was thinking about. He had one talent, and he didn't measure up to what he was given. He didn't go and bring forth more. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Right, bro.
Right.
The same old dude that he was when y'all started up. Same.
Right. Straight up, bro. Straight up. Shalom, Sarah, on the comment, boy. How about you, Shabbat
Shalom.
This Matthew 25 and 25, it says, and I was afraid and went and hid thy talent in the earth. Remember, Yahweh said that light supposed to be on top of a housetop so everybody can see what you hiding for. You know?
Right.
It says, lo, there thou hast that is thine. And his Lord answered and said unto him, thou wicked and slothful servant, thou knewest that I reap where I sowed not and gather where I have not strawed. Thou oughtest therefore to have put my money to the exchangers, then at my coming I should have received my own with usury. You see? So what's about to happen to this man? Because he didn't preach the gospel, because he didn't do the work. It says, verse 28, take therefore the talent from him and give it unto him which have 10 talents. Going back to that Revelation 2, he got his candlestick removed, man. You know, and give it to another brother who doing the work, who diligent. It says, for unto everyone that have shall be given, and he shall have abundance. But from him that have not shall be taken away even that which he have, and cast ye the unprofitable servant into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Those misses gonna be waiting on him, man, because he didn't preach the gospel. That's that woe. That's that woe unto him or us if we don't do the work, man. You see, brothers got it. Y'all got it.
Right. Hey, you don't want that, man. You don't want that way much. Man. You don't want to see the Lord, man. If you ain't been doing what you're supposed to be doing, hey, that's the last person you want to see. Right? Because Yahweh Shah coming back to save and shed blood. Right. So you don't want to be on his bad side. You don't want to be ashamed at his appearance. You know what that's a crap about. You know what that's?
I'll look it up.
Right. You want to have done everything that you needed to do. Right. When that day comes, you don't want to be doubtful. Like when salvation comes, when you see these chairs in the sky, you don't want to be like, fuck, man, I know I ain't do this. I could have did this. I could have did that. You know, I hid my talent. You don't want to do that.
You talking about that confidence scripture? Would you say yeah, cut off?
I said, yeah, that's the one.
Okay, I got you. This 1 John, real quick. 1 John, damn, I'm wrestling with the sword. Now, this 1 John 2 and 28, it says, and now, little children, abide in him, that when he shall appear, we may have confidence and not be ashamed before him at his coming.
Right. said abide in him. And it's also in First John where it says that if you abide in him, you have to walk as he walked.
Mm-hmm.
And so you got to follow these scriptures to the best of your ability and apply these things to your life, and not just be a parrot and repeat things. But you actually got to grow with what you have been given. Right? You can't just sit upon it. Right? You got to use the tools that Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai have given you, right? And work on yourself.
I
And
got a
preach,
precept.
and preach unto our people, right? The things that are coming, right? Warning them. So hey, you supposed to do everything in the best of your ability. So when Yahweh Shai come, you be like, hey, shit, I know I put my all into it.
Right.
Right. Even though the scripture said the righteous shall scarcely be saved, that we gonna be afraid, but it's like we're not gonna be doubting the work that we did. About shit. I know I put in work to the best of my ability. You gotta go, y'all number.
Con, it's to back you up, bro. This is Matthew 7:21. It says, "Not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven." It says, "Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name, and in thy name have cast out devils, and in thy name done many wonderful works? And then I will profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity." 24 says, "Therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man which built his house upon a rock." Right. So, like the brother was saying, reading these scriptures, embodying them, and taking them on and living them, and not just like the brother said, being a parrot, but actually growing, doing the work, preaching. That's it, bro.
Mm-hmm. Shit, if Salak and Shamal, I about to say, shit, y'all not about, you can keep going. Because, hey, the topic of the lesson, woe unto us if we don't do these things, Because it go on to the man who don't do those things. He going to get washed away.
Right. Matthew 7:22, it says, Salakia 7:22, it says, "Many will say unto me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name, and in thy name have cast out devils, and in thy name done many wonderful works?" 23, it says, "And then I profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity." 24, "Therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man which built his house upon a rock." 25, "And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the wind
cut up
upon that house fell not, but founded upon a rock." 26, "And everyone that heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them not shall be like unto a foolish man which built his house upon the sand. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the wind blew and beat upon the house, and it fell, and great was the fall of it."
That's right. Hey, the rains ascended, the floods came. That's when Esau come with that great wrath like a flood, right? You see, you're gonna be caught up in that because you ain't gonna have that protection from the Lord. You ain't gonna be in that secret place, When that destroying wind come, that fire from the mist is gonna blow your ass away because you ain't in that secret place. You ain't gonna be told, come up hither and enter thou into the joy of the Lord. Brothers got it.
All right, you gotta build upon Yahweh Shai. You gotta, because he that rock.
Right.
Hey, you build upon that rock will protect you in that day.
Right.
What you gotta do. But then if you don't, you gonna be on your own. That sand, all the little worldly things you done been reading about. Hey, as the shit that you built upon, hey, that shit it ain't gonna do you no good in that day. All right, in the day of tribulation, right? Because Yahweh Shai, he's the only one that can protect us from this. You got scripture.
I got it real quick, and just to back up that point you were just saying, Psalms 27:5. It says, "For in the time of trouble, he shall hide me in his pavilion. In the secret of his tabernacle shall he hide me. He shall set me upon a rock." And it's the secret. Remember, they said, "Lord, why speakest thou unto them in parables?" He said, "Because it's given to us to know the mysteries." Well, this the secret. We're going to know what to do and be stable in those times because we're going to have the wisdom and knowledge, man. But the ones without, who ain't been this whole time building up their faith, You know, the ones who've been this whole time, not gaining confidence by reading the scriptures and going into the accounts of old, you know, not build their confidence about going into the highways and so on and so forth. And that time you ain't gonna have that comfort, man. Going back to what you said earlier, Shamali, you ain't gonna have that confidence, man. You know, got it.
Yeah, man, you gotta have that confidence in the Lord in that day, because
Mhm.
the Lord don't like unbelief or doubt. And by you not doing what you're supposed to do, you gonna have that doubt. Right? That's and what that is, the Hebrews, the third chapter, right? That the evil heart of he called it the evil heart of unbelief. So unbelief is evil and to the Most High,
Mm.
right? You know, but this is why we doing what we doing. You know, we studying and we go out and preaching, we praying, right? Having charity amongst one another. Hey, we doing this just so in that day we can receive that reward, right? It's not in vain, you know. Just like we were saying earlier, it's like we have nothing else other than this truth, right? So it's gonna lead me to my next precept. This is John 6:67. Then y'all shout to the 12. We also go away because you had disciples that followed the Lord during this time. He said basically a hard parable that they couldn't even understand. He told them to eat his flesh and drink his blood, right? Which is talking about the scriptures, you know. But they couldn't. They wasn't spiritual about the situation. So hey, they got up out of there. So he asked the 12. He said, "We also go away." Then Simon Peter answered him, "Lord, to whom shall we go? Thou hast the words of eternal life." So Peter like, huh? Like, nah, we can't go nowhere else. Yeah,
Right.
because Peter already he told the Lord that said, well, Yahweh asked him, who men say that I am? And he told them, hey, they saying this and that. But he said, hey, who do you say I am? He said, hey, you the Messiah, basically. You the son of the Most High. Then he said, flesh and blood had not revealed it unto you, but my Father is in heaven. So
Right.
Peter was already on game. He already knew who Yahweh was. He was like, shit, what the hell? What else I'm gonna do? It ain't nothing else. If I leave you, shit, I might well be dead.
True.
Right.
And just like Paul said, woe unto me, I preach not the gospel. Shit, Yahweh Shai is the gospel. He was like, shit, ain't nowhere else to go. We can't leave this word. We can't leave Yahweh Shai. It ain't nowhere else to go. Right? Because Yahweh Shai with us through the spirit and through these scriptures.
Mm-hmm.
You got something else, bro?
I got a quick one, y'all. Not about you ain't got nothing, bro.
I got one after you.
Con, just real quick. Let me see. This is Jeremiah 8:48-10. Real quick, it says, "Cursed be he that doeth the work of the Lord deceitfully." And that's another point to make. Peter was willingly doing it, willingly following Yahweh Shai. You see, willingly doing the work, wanted to, man. And you can't just, oh fuck, I gotta do a lesson. I don't feel like going to camp today. You know, I'm gonna just do this so I don't look like I'm wicked. You see? You ain't doing that with a true heart, man, with a true mindset on really truly serving the Lord. And it ain't, and then again, it ain't just the prophets either, the men who speaking the word. That's for the believers too. You see? That's for the believers too. Because hey, also the believers got their lot, you know, in believing, being charitable. They still gotta fast, they still have to pray. You see? Hey, we all have a job to do. Remember, Yahweh Shai come and reward every man for his own works, you know. But it says, "Cursed be he that man. Cursed be he that doeth the work of the Lord deceitfully, and cursed be he that keepeth back his sword from blood," man. You see? And let me grab this real quick because it says, "Cursed be he that keepeth back his sword from blood." And now, what is the modern day sword? This is Ephesians 6:17. "And take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the spirit, which is the word of the Most High," which is Yahweh Shai. Ultimately, we ain't supposed to keep Yahweh Shai back from the world. Like Yatazak in Dallas, he been doing a series talking about titling it "Introducing the World to Yahweh Shai," man. You see, that's what we supposed to do. We set out to introduce the world to Yahweh Shai. We ain't supposed to keep the word back. You know, going back to that war and technically is that curse, man. You know, so we supposed to preach Yahweh Shai. Hey, then it said proclaim Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai among the Gentiles, what that is in Tobit 13.
Totally right.
You know,
Right.
we supposed to, hey, that's our duty. Well, it's a prophecy. Somebody got to fulfill that prophecy, man. Somebody got to fulfill a prophecy of believing on the word that John 17:20, Yahweh Shai said he don't just pray for the disciples, but for the ones who also believe on him through the disciples' word. You see? So everybody got to do their work, man. You know, that's it, bro.
If I can add, bro, what Yahweh say, he said, "He that confesseth me in the world, him shall I confess to my Father." Right. So we want to be confessed to the Most High, man. We want Yahweh to confess us to the Most High. You know, period, point blank. Despite how everybody look at it, you know what I mean. But you had a precept, Shamala.
No, I was just gonna say that because Yahweh Shai, he that mediator, and he before the face of the Most High, so you want to have a good name, and then
Right.
so when the angels come back, hey, you gonna have that mark upon you, that exemption from judgment, like it says in Ezekiel the ninth chapter.
Come on.
So I ain't had nothing else.
Yeah, I had one. It's you had one, Karabad?
Nah.
Okay, this is let me see. Salakia. Yeah. The 2 Timothy 4:2, it says, "Preach the word, be instant in season, out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine." Okay, again, 2 Timothy 4:2, "Preach the word, be instant in season, out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine." Right. So preach the word, you know, be instant in season, out of season, you know, no matter the climate, you know, where you at, your circumstances, what you're going through, man. You're supposed to preach the word, feed the lambs, you know, reprove, rebuke, and exhort.
All right.
All right, Con.
I got a
Is it
real
right
quick one. You was done, y'all not, Bob?
Yeah, that's it.
Kind of got a real quick one. Luke 9:26. It's Yahweh Shai. He said, "For whosoever shall be ashamed of me and my words, and was written therein, of him shall the Son of Man be ashamed, when he shall come in his own glory and in his Father's and of the holy angels." Because remember, that dude who hid the talent, Matthew 20, he was ashamed, he was scared. You so when Yahweh Shai came, he said, "Cast this man into outer darkness. He unprofitable." And that's what we sent here for. We all supposed to be profitable, man. You know, we supposed to aid. When Yahweh Shai come, we supposed to have that usury form, you know? That extra. Here, I got more than what you done gave me, you know? But let me see. Let me finish it. It says,
You finished, bro. You finished. Shalak.
that's all good. That was pretty much the point. Let me get one more quick one. 2 Timothy 1:7, it says, "For the Most High have not given us the spirit of fear." So we shouldn't, fear going out on the highways, fear if our co-workers gonna see us, you know, fear of our old Edomite friend from the world, and youth baseball coach gonna see us prophesying your old lady, you know. We shouldn't fear
Right.
these things, man. Or you on YouTube, you know, and hey, like we was talking about before the lesson, oh God, you know.
Right.
Yeah, we shouldn't fear none of that, man. We all know what Yahweh Shai said. Remember, the Jews try to come up to us like, "Shit, you know, what's that you've been talking?" Yahweh Shai, like, "How y'all trying to check me? I ain't hide nowhere. I spoke openly to the world. I always taught in the synagogues. You know, that's that same spirit we coming. We shouldn't fear, man." But it says, "For the Most High have not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of a sound mind. Be not thou therefore ashamed of the testimony of the Lord." We shouldn't be ashamed or afraid to speak the words of the Lord. This is an honor, man. This is an honor. Remember, it says, "Many are called, but few are chosen." That's an honor. For you to be called the friend of the Most High, that's a major honor, man. It says, "Nor of me his prisoners, nor should we be ashamed of our apostles." You see? Well, like other camps, they say, "So the men y'all learn from, they teach rape." No, we ain't ashamed of that, because y'all just don't understand the scriptures. You see? So Yahweh Shai in the whole, man. Because remember, we the body of Yahweh Shai, right? So if you're ashamed of one of the brothers, one of your brothers, or one of your teachers, Technically, you're ashamed of part of your Yahushua, man. It says, nor of me as prisoner, but be thou a partaker of the afflictions of the gospel according to the power of the Most High. We should be a partaker. Why? Because it's a necessity that's laid upon us, man. You know, that's it. That's all I have.
I had one, bro. Just just a quick one to take it out if y'all have none. 1 Peter 5 and 2, it says, feed the flock of Yahweh which is among you, taking the oversight thereof, not by constraint, but willingly, not for filthy lucre, but of a ready mind. 3, neither as being lords of the Most High's heritage, but being in samples to the flock.
Wow.
Right, you know, so willingly feeding the flock of the Most High, being an ensample or an example, you know what I mean? It says, verse 3, it says, neither as being lords over the Most High's heritage, but being ensamples to the flock. It says, and when the chief shepherd shall appear, ye shall receive a crown of glory that fadeth not away. Right. So that's what we want, man. You know, all that other worldly stuff, we don't care about it. You know, like the brother Shamala was going into. But right, man. Right. When the chief shepherd shall appear, you got it.
You want the incorruptible crown, man.
Hey, y'all know about what that was, bro? You just read, because that's fire.
Yeah, 1 Peter 5 and 2.
Baba Kashah, can you read that again, bro? Because that hit the point that really technically wrapped everything we've been talking about up through the spirit, you know?
It's 1 Peter 5 and 2. It says, feed the flock of the Most High, which is among you, taking the oversight thereof, not by constraint, but willingly, not for filthy lucre, but of a ready mind. Neither as being lords of the Most High's heritage, but being in samples to the flock. And when the chief shepherd shall appear, ye shall receive a crown of glory that fadeth not away.
That's heat, bro. That's heat.
That's the other side of it, though, right there. Like you got the woe unto me about not the gospel, but you do preach the gospel. Hey, you got the reward right there.
That's the balance of the Lord.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Balance.
Well, shit, I ain't nothing.
So you can take it out, corrupt up.
Shit, brothers, y'all good? Well, shit, hey, with that, Lord willing, you know, this lesson was edifying, brother. Just wanted to, you know, flow through the spirit, you know, feed the sheep, you know, because the necessity is laid upon us, you know. But Lord willing, you know, this lesson was edifying. The water for everybody for tuning in on the comment board. And shit, with that, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to all Joachim out there pushing this word with our truth, sincerity, and to all you believers out there also who believe in on the gospel, man. And with that, shit, shalom.
Shalom.